Hey y'all, so I felt like this was the perfect time for me to do a new episode of Wassup Max. And I wanted to talk about misconceptions or just like miscommunications, stuff like that, gaslighting. Yeah, a lot. I am tired. I'm tired of expressing myself. I'm tired of talking about how I feel. I'm tired of being open. Like when I say these things, it's because like after a while you get super tired and overwhelmed with where you try to express how you feel, you try to express what bothers you the most. You try to express you just try to express yourself, period. And people either throw it back in your face or they'll try to make you feel bad or they'll try to gaslight you. And it's like, why can't you just hear what I'm saying? Why can't you just see where I'm coming from? Where it's like I'm doing all of this to kind of like just get all of this off my chest. Because most times people will tell you, hey, you don't come to me, you don't talk to me, you don't express yourself. You're very, you push everybody away. And every time I do sit and think about it, I'm like, yeah, maybe I do push everybody away. And maybe that's why it feels like no one's here and stuff like that. But then you'll have the conversations with them or you'll express how you feel about something and they'll kind of like turn it on you and be like, well, like I'll say my feelings are hurt, and then they'll turn around and be like their feelings are hurt because you're expressing how they hurt your feelings. And I'm just like, what's the right way to do that, you know? Meanwhile, it's like if they hurt you in a way, you're still thinking about the other person's feelings, and it's like, what? That's crazy. And I think about that all the time, where it's like I'm supposed to be talking about how I feel, yet here I am still supposed to be thinking about how you feel, and I'm still putting my feelings on the back burner. And it's so frustrating because you don't even realize that they're like kind of turning it around on you until like you're kind of like back in the same cycle over and over again. And that's basically what's going on. Is like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm trying my best, yet here I am specifically feeling like my feelings are invalid while I'm listening to how you feel. I'm listening to what I did to you, even though I was expressing myself and how you hurt my feelings. So then it does make you think, okay, maybe it is just me. Maybe it is all me. And then you'll hear somebody be like, that's gaslighting. You're letting them gaslight you and stuff. And it's like, what's crazy is the same person that used to tell me that I was being gaslit also gaslit me in the past. Really just a little while ago. Um and she herself was like saying she would be she would do better and stuff like that. Then I'd be like, okay, and then we started talking again, and she would go through the same crap that I said I didn't like, and then she'll just be like, oh, I've been trying to change, and I'm like, okay, I understand that. Then I accept that, and then back on the same cycle again. Which freaking sucks because you don't realize that somebody is gaslighting you until, like, kind of like when you're back in it again. And I think what sucks the most is, like, these are people you care about. These are people you don't want to cut off. These are people you just trust with your life, with your everything, you know? And in my head, I'm just like, where, like, what am I doing? Like, what are we doing? You know? And I'm just like, what is any of this? What is any of this? Because in my head, I'm confused. I'm very confused. I'm very conflicted. Where you're like, should I just forgive them and move past it? Should we just move past it? And then I just see if they change. But it's like, it's been many years and it's the same thing. So it's like, you're just like, what am I doing? I hit my chin. Sorry. But it's like, what are we doing? You know? And what's crazy is, it's like, even with a situation that I just dealt with literally not too long ago, like, same day, I'm just like, what are we doing? Because why am I saying how I feel and you're not hearing me? So I'm just kind of like going through the emotions and, you know, trying to understand my emotions, how I'm feeling without lashing out. And the crazy thing is, I tell myself I don't want to argue or anything like that, blah blah blah, and I don't want to yell. And you do just look at yourself. You're just like, shit, maybe you are the problem, like, and that's why most people say it's best for you to sit in solitude, become, you know, sit with yourself and learn yourself all over again. Because you have to heal. You have to grow. You have to become a better version of you before you can allow anyone else in. And what hurts the most is when it's the people where you've had the same conversation with, where you're like, I clearly just need to learn myself all over again. I'm hurt. I'm broken from the inside out, and it almost feels like I'm projecting it, you know? Meanwhile, these same people kind of pull from the broken shards within you and kind of slash you with those same broken shards, like, this about you, that about you, blah blah, you know? And then flip it. I hit my chin again. And then flip it and say, yeah, no, now I'm hurt. And it's like, wow. So is it me? Like, out of all of this, it's just like, it's almost like, is it toxic for me to have feelings? Is it toxic for me to not have emotions? Is it toxic for me to talk about what's on my mind? Is my mind toxic? You know what I mean? Like, I'm laughing, but it's like, you really think about that. Like, is this top tier gaslighting, or is it truly just, it's just me? Because that's what it feels like. And most people would call it manipulation. Some people would call it, all types of things. But I kind of just, I don't know. I don't know what to call it, honestly. I just know personally that I am over it. I'm over a lot of things. I'm sick of a lot of things. And at the same time, it's a lonely road. You feel very much alone through this journey because of the fact, like, you start to look at everyone around you like, what even is this? Like, what's going on? Like, what? You don't know how to feel. So, that's how I feel about that. All of that. But, that's all I wanted to talk about. Very short one today. Because that was basically what was on my mind. Nothing else is on my mind. Any other episode, I'm just talking about anything and everything because my mind is just going at that moment. But right now, that is the main thing that was on my mind. I can't get past just that. Like, that's the main thing that's taking over my brain right now. So, anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Give your opinions, your thoughts in the comments. Maybe share your experiences. And yeah.